In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to create this effect for the mixtape text part 3. For some people out there, it might be too simple, but if you keep watching, you might learn something new. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so let's go ahead and close this. And let's start a new document. You go File, New. And just name this Mixtape Text Part 3. So the width and the height, keep it at 1500, resolution at 72, and everything else just keep it the same. Click OK. And first thing you want to do is create a new layer. So to do that, hit Command J. And as you can see, it duplicated the background. And for this one, you want to fill that in with black. Since it's already white, you could invert it by hitting Command I or Control I. And I'm going to click undo. The other way you could fill that in is just go over here to the paint bucket, make sure black is selected, fill it in. Now once you have the black layer and the white layer, select the black layer. Let's go to the eraser tool. Shortcut would be the letter E. And make sure hardness all the way down. Size, I'm going to bring it up to about 1500. And let's erase the middle about to right there. And let's change the opacity. Bring it to about 21%. Alright, that looks good. I'm going to save that. And I'm going to save it on my desktop. Alright, let's go into our stock images. And let's open up the texture. Right click, duplicate layer. Bring that into the main PSD. Click OK. Close this. And once you bring it into this PSD default, it will be set in the middle. So hit Command T or Control T for Windows. And let's drag that up, drag that down. Looks good. Let's hit Enter. Let's change the opacity. Let's bring it about to 15. Alright, that looks good. Now let's group this and name it background. And since the background is locked, I'm just going to make a copy. I'm going to delete this. Hold Shift, select all this. Let's group it. You're going to drag it into the group. I'm going to click undo. What I like to do is just hit Command G. It'll group it. Rename that background. Right, so now let's create a new group. And just name this Mixtape. This is going to be where we put our text or mixtape text. So let's go and select the text tool and just type in the letter M, and let's go up here to our character. If you can't find that, just go Window, make sure your character is selected, and let's change this to Compacta BT, and make sure it's this one is selected, so it's uppercase. If you don't have the font, I'm gonna have links below this video where you can download all the fonts. Right, so since we got the M, let's hit Command T. Let's bring this up. Let's move this up to about right there. Hit Command T again. Let's rotate it. Hit Enter. Hit Command J. Make a copy. Let's make we'll select the text. Type in I. Hit Command T. Rotate it. Shrink it a little bit. So just mess around with it like this. Again, make a copy. Change that to X. Just move the I to the left. Make a copy of the X. Type in T. Rotate that. Maybe shrink it. The X, I'm going to bring it down. So the idea of this is just make a copy, and then you type in the next letter, and just change the size, rotate it. That way you can mix it up so it will look different. So let's duplicate the T, change that to A, rotate that, bring that to right there, make a copy of that, type in the P, and I'm just go ahead and just make it closer to each other. Alright, that looks better when it's closer to each other. And let's duplicate the P, change that to an E, rotate that. Alright, that looks good. Now let's right click, make a copy of the group, and just name this text. And let's move that text down. Let's open that up. Change the M to the T. Change the I to an E. And let's erase the A, P, and E. Alright, so let's fix this. Alright, so I'm going to select the whole group, move it up closer. Alright, that looks good. Alright, now let's create a new group for the letter 3, or the number 3, and the letter PT. So let's name this part 3, and select our text tool. Let's type in letter 3, hit Command T, bring this up. And the font for this is Creator Campo type. I think that's how you read it. So let's enlarge this. Bring this to about right there. Looks good. Maybe about to right there. For the other one, it looks different, but you know, every time you try to redo it, it won't look exactly the same. But just move it around until it looks good. To me, it looks good right here. Maybe because I want this to go over the E, but then I don't want to block the bottom E. So let's move the text closer. All right, just make it touch. Alright, that looks better. Save that. Alright, so let's select our text tool again. And make sure you don't select that. Select away from it. Type in letter PT. And let's change this to copper black. Oops. Make sure you get the point in there. Let's bring this down here. Hit Command T. Hold Shift and Alt. Drag this up, right click, hit skew, so it matched the slant of the 3. Hit enter. That looks good. Now since we got all of our text done and we're gonna start adding the effect, what I like to do is just select all 3 of the group, make a copy, and let's group this, all 3 of this. Just name that master. I like to keep a master copy just in case we need to come back and you know, make any changes, things like that. So let's disable this and let's work on all 3 of this. So select all 3 again, hit Command T, hold Shift and Alt, drag this up, about right there. That looks good. Now let's expand all this. And the next thing you want to do is select all this and merge it. Shortcut will be Command E, or you just right click. Where's merge layer? I don't think it has the option. I think you got to rasterize it, then merge it. But again, shortcut Command E, Same thing down here. Save that. Right, so the first effect that you want to add is on the part 3. Just double click that and just click on gradient, select on the gradient color, and just change the black to blue. So the color code for that will be 0220FF. Just click OK. And let's move this to the middle at 50. And let's change this to 1098BF. And to make a copy of the blue, select on this. And when you select right here, it will paste it. Drag that to the right. And it should look like this. Click OK. Now for the angle, let's change it so the blue is the same, was it diagonal as a 3? So I say about right there, negative 19. Click OK. Save this. Or the other thing I forgot to do is let's double click it again. Click on bevel and emboss. And for this, let's change the softness, bring that all the way up. So size about 10, softness at 16, and let's bring this all the way up. Let's change the shadow to soft light. All right, that looks better. And just click OK. Now just right click, copy layer style, and let's go down here to the text and the mixtape. Right click, just gonna paste it, and to change this color, let's change the 3 to that orange. And the reason why I chose the orange is the complementary color to blue. And what I mean by that is, let's say if you go to let's go to Google real quick. So you look up the complementary colors. Let's open this real quick. So basically, a complementary color is the opposite color. So the blue will be orange, and blue-green will be red-orange, just the opposite. So I'm gonna close this. And to do that with the part 3 text, all you got to do is right click, convert to smart object, and let's double click this, go in here, click invert. So as you can see, it invert the color just like the color wheel that we was looking at. So let's save this, close this. Alright, that looks good. Now the next thing you want to do is just select all 3 of this, hit Command T, right click, hit skew, and just bring that up a little bit, and you click distort and bring the bottom left corner in. Alright, that looks good. Now let's go back up to the part 3 text, double click that, and what you want to do is add a stroke. So say about 9 pixel, click OK. And let's go back down here to the mixtape and the text. I forgot to double click this, and we want the bevel to be sharper, so go down here to bevel, change the size, and then softness about 2, size all the way down, click OK. And to make this the same, just right click, copy layer style, right click, paste it, it'll make a copy. Alright, that looks good. Alright, now let's create a drop shadow for all the text. So let's hold Shift, Command, select the text right here, select the text, part 3. It'll make a selection all around this. Actually, since we add this stroke effect, I'm gonna right click, convert to Smart Object. Now you could hold Shift, Command, select all this. I'm gonna collapse all the group. Let's create a new layer. Let's fill it in with black. Again, you can fill it in with a paint bucket. Shortcut for this will be Alt Delete, hit Command D to select. So if you disable that, you can see. Alright, that looks good. Also on the mixtape and the text, let's right click, convert to Smart Object. And let's double click, add a stroke, same thing. Let's add 6, click OK. Actually, I think it's 9. Right click, copy layer style, paste it on the mixtape. Alright, that looks good. So just a recap on the step. We added the gradient, added the stroke. Now we want to add a drop shadow, and we're going to do that on this layer. I'm going to name this drop shadow. So let's double click this, hit drop shadow, and just change the spread. And let's change the opacity, bring that all the way up. Change the size. And for this one, you could drag the distance of it. Just bring the size up a little bit. Alright, so distant at 13 pixel, spread all the way up, size at 13. Click OK. Now just right click, convert to a Smart Object, double click that, add a stroke, and the color of the stroke, we're going to add the orange. Let's try 9, see how that looks. Alright, that looks good. Click OK. Save that. Now to add the glare, let's go up here. Select part 3 and all that. Now select down here, create a new layer. Let's go here to the gradient and make sure both of this is white. And up here, make sure this one's selected with the transparency. Click OK. Let's hold Shift, start from the bottom, drag up, and then you can see it added the white gradient. Hit Command D to deselect. Go up here to the rectangle or the elliptical marquee tool, and let's drag this from the left to the right. Say about right there. Let's bring this so that way it curves like that. Now on here, let's delete that because we just want the that part. And for this, let's change the blending mode to soft light, and you can make it 2 copy to make it more brighter. And let's group that. Command G, name that glare. Let's put glare and glow. So I'm gonna center everything, the glare and the text. Let's bring this to the left. So basically just select all that, bring it to the middle, save that. Now to add the glow, let's create a new group, new layer, and let's group this, name that glare so we won't mistake it. So here's the new empty layer. Group that, name that glow. Why I keep pressing F? Glow. Alright, so now let's select the color palette over here. Select the orange, Click OK. Select the brush, shortcut letter B. Make sure hardness all the way down. Size, keep it at 50. And just click once. Change the blending mode to linear light. Create a new layer. Same thing, but this time we can select a blue. Select the brush, shortcut letter B. And you could increase the size. Select right there. Blending mode, linear light. So let's check before, after. So just give it that pop. So let's check the my other one. So this one's kind of, was it more vertical, more stretch vertical? So if you want it like this, hold all this, hit Command T, hold Alt, just drag that up. Alright, that looks good. Alright, and the other thing I did was added some drop shadow. So let's go down here to the drop shadow layer. Hold Command, select that. And let's create a new layer. Fill this in with black. So let's go over here, make sure black is selected. Shortcut will be Alt Delete. Hit Command D. You can't see it right now, but you know that's the one that we added. And for this, just bring it to the right. Say about right there. Change the blending mode to soft light. Make another copy, Command J, so it has two. So before, after. And let's group this. Drop shadow. Alright, so that's pretty much it. That's how you create the mixtape text effect for part 3. Also a little extra if you want to add texture to the text. Make a copy of the background. Bring this up underneath the glare and glow. And change that to soft light. Say about, let's do 50. And if you want it to only affect the text, again, go down here to all the text, hold Shift, Command, select that, select that, select that. Select our texture, click on mask. And it'll just, affect the text. Alright, so after looking at it, there's a couple adjustments that I want to add to it. So let's go down to the text and the mixtape text. And let's double click that. Let's go to bevel. And let's change the size to 1. Click OK. So basically just give it that pop. Before it looked kind of flat. So let's copy that. Right click, copy layer style, and then let's paste it on here. Alright, that looked much better. And if you want, let's see how it looks like if you put it on the 3. Right click, paste. It's not too bad. Yeah, I'll probably just keep it on there. So that's how it looks like without the texture and with it. So that's pretty much it. That's how you create the mixtape text effect for part 3. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more tutorial, more behind the scene vlogs. And also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And once again, thanks for watching. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow.